Metaphiles.
Welcome back to the Metaphiles. And we're gonna do episode 43 for you now. If that sounds good to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're not stepping on any toes.
To be honest, we do it either way. We'll step on your toes. Put them flat like flapjacks.
Yeah.
If we want to.
Yeah. There's gonna be 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
One is our feet hitting your toes.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 is the hit podcast that we're gonna record as a result of that.
Mm-hmm. Hope that sounds good to you. If it doesn't, I don't give a damn. Do you give a damn?
I give not a single damn. No dams given is the cool thing that I am gonna say.
No dams given.
No dams. Sorry, all out of dams.
I ran out of dams. So yeah, it's episode 43. It's episode 43 of the Metaphiles podcast. Talks to you. You know, we talk about ourselves and the world and the why. And we're gonna talk about cows.
Hell yeah.
Cows.
Cows.
Let's go ahead and do a cow sample.
Yeah.
Right off the bat here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Down on the farm.
Yeah. Oh, this may be one of those.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna say it now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll find out. But maybe there's cows happening this whole episode.
Oh, in the background, kind of like.
Maybe.
I think absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, mooing, sure, maybe, but maybe we can branch out a little bit. Maybe do some cud chewing. You know.
Sure. Why don't you lay that down right now? Do some Foley.
I need some cud. I don't got no cud to chew.
You can't produce any of your own at this moment?
Give me a second.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay, let me see. Tell me what you think of this.
I think it's just going to sound really gross.
That's feeling like it's going to sound gross.
Well, I mean, you need the sound of like a fibrous substance being crunched. You know, it's not just a mealy mouth.
No.
You got some stuff in there that's getting
a mooly mouth.
Okay.
That's one.
One what?
Of those.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, no.
Okay.
Overall, the idea of a bed of moos,
Yeah.
or general cow sounds would be a bell that they have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can lay a bell in.
Yeah.
The cud that as I just recorded it, we don't like.
I think it just could sound gross.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It could sound like a lot of things involving a mouth.
Yeah.
Things that we're not going to go into depth into.
No. But safe to say, most things that involve a mouth are gross. Pretty much every single one.
Sure.
Really, when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Gross to listen to, at the very least.
Yeah, and you can try to split hairs between, or you know, like oration or singing. It's like that comes from a mouth, but it's not really.
Well, for mine, those things come from my heart.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, my bad. Anyways.
Yeah, probably we're hearing mooing right now and for this whole episode.
A pleasant sound, to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't talk about cows one bit, this would be the cows episode because we're hearing cows right now. But we are going to talk about cows.
Yeah. Maybe also put in the sound of like a cow patty being dropped, you know?
Okay. You want to fully down?
You got that on deck?
I mean, pretty much saving it for break, but...
Yeah. Yeah. No, anyways, cows and us.
Cows and us, and on every break I do go take a shit. Cows and us.
Every single break.
Everyone.
What do you think we have the timer? It's not just for...
No, yeah.
It's not for, brevity. It's for shitting.
And shitting is the soul of wit. As brevity. Cows and us. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever been a cow?
Never been a cow, not even in dreamland.
Mm.
Moo. You did both an interested cow and then a surprised cow. I like it.
What kind of cows do you got on deck? Maybe,
give me an emotion and I'll do that cow.
Sundare.
What?
When a girl is like, being a little like, kind of like that.
She's being standoffish.
Maybe, I guess I'll do it.
I guess so, because I don't know. I mean, I want to learn what Sundare is, and I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who's. This is the first time they're hearing this.
I think you'll do it. You'll get it if I do it as a cow.
You're gonna do the standoffish girl as a cow.
Yeah.
So I'm at a bar. I'm hitting at a cow.
Yes.
I'm hitting on a cow, and the cow is being standoffish with me.
Yeah.
And you are gonna do the noise of Sundare within that. Okay. So we'll cut the cow noises for just a second. We'll put in some bar background noises.
Cut the cow noises. Bar noises. Action.
Okay. Yeah, and I will take, my usual bottle of Dom Perignon. That's what I always get here at the bar. I can afford it. Thank you very much. No glasses necessary. I'll just get another bottle when it's time. Hey there.
Moo. Cut. Yeah.
So that
something
was
like that.
Sundare.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. It's just like, don't talk to me kind of a thing, I think. Maybe I'm getting the whole fucking thing wrong. I know I'm more familiar with cows than I am with that whole concept.
Yeah, as am I.
Yeah.
I've certainly never in my life been trying to talk to a woman and had her not be interested in that. It's never happened to me.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I shouldn't have brought it up to you then. Probably somebody else.
Probably not. I can't relate.
Yeah. That makes sense. How about this guy?
How about him?
Edmund. That's his name.
Yeah, Mond for short.
Mond. Yeah, he restores Volkswagens.
Yep.
That's his profession. Did you hear something?
I heard a noise.
It kind of sounded like a technical difficulty to me.
No, I know that sound very well.
Ooh.
Do you want to know what that sound was? This is funny that it's actually never happened before.
Is it an alarm that you set till you know when it's time to talk about cows?
Yes.
Okay.
And I do know it because, of course, I am talking about cows often just in my daily life. But it's never gone off on the podcast before.
How serendipitous that finally on the cows episode.
Yeah. How sundarendipitous.
Oh.
Move.
Let's see what a serendipitous cow might look like on effect.
Okay. Oh,
Whoa.
it looks like
That's
that.
helpful. Yeah, that's very helpful.
Yeah. It certainly didn't look like other cows.
Mm.
That one was specifically the cow that looks like what you said.
Visibly, yep.
Yeah, you can tell. Go look at it again.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know what that sound really was?
Yeah.
Okay, that sound was to let me know that something that I have bookmarked on my illegal music downloading program that I use has become available.
Ooh.
So it's taking everything I have not to go over there and see, like, ooh, I can download the Doobie Brothers' greatest hits now, as I've been waiting for so long to do.
Wow.
The MOO'Bee Brothers.
Well, you better hope that... Okay. You better hope that the Doobie Brothers... Alright. The Doobie Brothers aren't watching because they're going to sue your ass. Faster than you can say 2% milk.
Yeah. And I can say that pretty fast.
2% milk.
2%. But not as fast as old Michael McMoonold, lead singer of the MOO'Bee Brothers. That's 3 and 4. Never been a cow, to answer your question.
Okay, me neither.
Never have. My first question was going to be, how close have you been to a cow? Within touching it distance?
Well, it's a family podcast. No, so my dear grandma, at her place, at her house down in Florida, Grandmoo, down in Florida, the place I used to live in Florida, not Gilmer County.
What county was it?
Hernando. It was a huge dairy or cow. Cow farm.
Gilmoo County.
Okay. Nice. A lot of cows where I'm from, basically. Wouldn't think so in Florida, but it's true.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. And so at my grandma's place, she wasn't a farm or anything. She had a normal house off a normal street, but in her backyard.
A normal house.
Normal house, normal street.
Her house wasn't strange.
Yep. So it wasn't like a weird Tim Burton fucking deal going on or anything like that.
There weren't any kind of booby traps in it or anything.
Nah. Normal house.
Normal house with a normal grandma living in it.
Yep. And yeah, she had a fence in her backyard. The fence was a barrier border of a big cow pasture. And so whenever I was a young kid, me and my bro would go over to grandma's house, and while we were there, we'd go out to the back and feed the cows. Just pick up some grass, and they'd eat the grass.
Yeah.
And they were very friendly and kind.
Did they ever lick your hand?
Oh yeah.
Cool. What does a cow's tongue feel like on a boy's hand?
Really rough. Very coarse. Yes.
Okay. But in a nice way, like a cat's tongue?
Yep. Yep. Had big old foreheads, fur on them. Pet them, feed them grass. Yep.
Scratch their ears?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell that they liked that?
Oh, they did. Oh yeah.
Cool.
A lot of cow patties. They go dried up. They'd front of like shit frisbees.
Sure.
That's my favorite punk band as well. The shit frisbees.
Shit frisbees, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shit frisbees. It's just the most, or ska. It's either the most punk or
it is ska, yeah.
the most ska fucking, yeah.
Which, of course, let's do the acapella version of that since we just did punk.
Oh, God. I'm not going to participate. I refuse. No. There's not much more.
Stop your mooing around. A message to you, Moody. That's 7 and 8.
Message to me, Moody?
A Message to You, Rudy is the probably most famous song by the Specials, a great English ska band of the late 70s. From before ska
Edmund was in a ska band.
Yeah.
Can't you tell?
He's not skanking at all, but I can see it. Skanking, the preferred dance of the ska head.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Okay.
I really hate ska, like, so much.
Well,
It's just so disgusting.
I'm going to trick you into hearing some music by the Specials one day.
Oh, God.
Harry. This is what our friendship's like.
I'll see if I can't manage to kill myself before then.
Okay. I mean, you might need to do it before night's end.
Fuck. Wow.
Did you ever milk a cow?
No. Sorry, just looking around for suicide methods. No. No, I never have.
Let's not ask the fact tube to show us some of those methods. Let's not ask it.
Hey, family podcast.
Yes.
Did
you ever milk a cow?
I have not. And, yeah, it'd feel weird. It'd feel weird to do that. You know?
Because you feel like you can't ask the cow for consent?
No, it's just like here's a little flesh tube that you squeeze and just like flesh juice comes out of it.
Like you've never done that before? Sorry, family podcast.
It's a family podcast.
Family podcast.
Like you've never done that before. I mean, maybe that's kind of why it feels weird. It's just like, I need some milk. Let me. It's a family podcast. I'm just.
Let's move on.
So I'm going to move on, stop myself
from
all the hugely uproariously comedic things I could be saying.
Yeah. Can I right now?
For the sake of class.
Yeah, we're going to keep it very classy.
Sure.
I'm gonna say to the audience, you're about to see a cut. And we're back.
Have you ever milked a cow?
I've never milked a cow. I don't think I've ever touched a cow.
Really?
I don't think I've ever been within arm's distance of a cow.
Huh. They really are docile, friendly creatures.
They certainly seem that way. I've interacted tactilely with a horse.
Tactilely, yeah.
Ridden. Had eaten out of hands by.
Not too different from a cow, really.
No.
Not a whole lot different.
Not a whole lot different.
Yeah.
Which brings me to a question. The cow does not move very fast. That's safe to say, right?
Move very
I don't get to count that one, but
what are we counting?
Just seeing how many of those I can shoehorn in awkwardly.
Horn
in. That's 10. I'm gonna cease counting, and for the rest of the show, we'll have a counter down, like right here.
A count?
A counter. We might have one for you too.
Oh well, how convenient. Okay, well they're starting at 0 now. How about that?
What?
'Cause you got a head start. You didn't tell me I had a counter. That's bullshit.
Oh.
Boing. That's one for me.
I mean, not really, because that is what that means.
That's what means?
When something is bullshit, it's the shit from a bull.
That's not a pun?
Not really play on words. It's a little literal.
Okay. I feel like we're going to get bogged down in technicalities here if we start
right.
this.
You're right.
You know?
So we don't have to start over. Because
well...
everybody knows I did the ones I did already.
Yeah, but I didn't know that I was, in contention here.
I was not imagining it as a competition.
Okay. You know what? I'll agree with that.
Competition.
Yeah, okay. All right. So I have a counter, and I'll try to do the puns.
Yeah.
I'll commit to it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Commute.
Hey, cow. Cow.
Moo, moo, moo. If the cow moved faster than it does,
okay,
it would have been for us what the horse is, right? because a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you'd get if you were riding around on a cow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been riding on the range all day. Sun beating my brow. Sweat wiped on my rough fabric of my sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm parched.
Guess what?
Something that will slake my ever-loving thirst rests just below my haunches. I will hop off my steed and suckle upon its teat.
I'll suckle upon the teat of the cow.
If there was a picture that existed of John Wayne with a cow's teat in his mouth mid-suckle, do you think
that'd be cool?
It wouldn't ruin his career?
Probably would, actually. Not unless what the reality that you're positing, not if that was the case, then no, it'd be perfect.
I'm saying in our current reality,
It'd be
a picture hits the internet of John Wayne.
He'd have to move to Idaho or some shit. Yeah.
Idaho, where they are cool with that kind of thing.
Just away from all, like, just out of the public eye.
Yeah.
I'd
moo-ho.
No. Nope.
What's your favorite thing that comes out of a cow?
Interesting. Yeah, right. Because she got so much: leather, beef, cheese, milk, sour cream. That's about all of it.
Pastrami.
Gabagool. Wow. Wendy's. Certain hot dogs, like Nathan's hot dogs, beef variety hot dogs.
Those incredibly funny advertisements where they're trying to get you to eat chicken. It's like, well, I think they have an ulterior motive here.
They don't think that the chicken is really that good. They just don't want to get slaughtered and eaten themselves, and they want chickens to be slaughtered and eaten.
They don't want a gas-powered Anton Chigurh bullet to go through their brain. So they're trying to make us think we want to eat at Chick-fil-A.
Ulterior motives.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. Wallets.
Yeah.
Belts.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all leather.
The cow's tongue. Some people eat. You ever eaten that?
No.
Me neither.
No.
Oh, no. I have.
Oh, yeah?
I have.
You know what? You did. You had it at a Mexican restaurant.
That's right.
For Nolensville Road.
That's right.
And I tried some of it too, and it was good.
It was pretty good.
Wow. That's funny.
Cow.
Oh, cow. God.
Oh, cow, man.
The testicles, people eat that. Called Rocky Mountain oyster.
So this is Cow's episode. This is not Bull's episode.
Okay.
But the ingredient that makes Red Bull do what it does, which is make you just zoom in, zoom out, go crazy, go friggin' nuts.
Yeah.
Is called taurine. And it is an extract from the testicle of a bull.
Just squeeze those testicles and just another.
Run a marathon, a MOOrathon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if life were just a little different, you're out there on the range, your thirst has been quenched,
John Wayne,
but you're feeling a little
drowsy,
a little long in the britches. Oh, I need a little pep in my step.
I need a little pep in my step
for the rest of this long trek.
Pilgrim.
Just
Oh, yeah.
Have a munch.
Wow. Pretty cool. Pretty cool way to live. Yeah.
Pretty cow way to live.
Nah.
Sorry. I don't like that. Even I didn't like that one.
Good. So.
What's your favorite thing that comes out of a cow?
Yeah, I know, right? It's really hard to say, but I'm gonna go with the steak. You know, good old ribeye steak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plenty of fat. You know, medium rare, maybe even rare.
Okay.
Medium rare because of all the fat, actually. So that'd be nice and good right now. I would love that. But yeah, steaks are pretty fucking hard to beat. You know.
Yeah.
So. What about you?
Well, first I'm gonna say, not gonna do medium rare. Not gonna
appreciate
do that.
I appreciate that.
Don't need to.
Okay.
I also will have a steak medium rare.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that comes out of a cow is the cheese. Love cheese. Love that there's so many kinds of it out there. There's kinds I've never even probably heard of yet. And there's definitely kinds I've heard of that I haven't tried.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever eaten a camembert cheese.
A what?
Camembert.
Camembert?
That's a kind of cheese. I think.
Huh.
Should we confirm?
Confirm on the fact tube?
Yeah, show us a camembert cheese, please, fact tube.
Yum. Well, welcome to Metaphile. Welcome. Welcome to Lay Play.
Oh, sorry.
Metaphiles?
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I meant to say that 20 minutes ago, but we're here. Sorry to sully the beach with it, but please proceed.
And welcome to Metaphiles. This is a part of the podcast where I pitch a podcast, potentially. No, seriously, I pitched an idea for a podcast that might be better than this podcast. Potentially. Who knows? You be the judge. But I think a good podcast, and this is obviously, I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way. The MOOcast. But what I actually am going to say is the MeCast.
The UCast.
No, it's called the MeCast.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry.
And I'm the host of the MeCast, so let's go ahead and start an episode of that and see what it might be like.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to the MeCast. I'm your host, Me. It's good to have you back to watch me. My guest this episode is Zach.
Me?
Hi. You. Well, yeah, you are the guest, yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome to the MeCast.
My pleasure to be here.
It's, well, I mean, I have lots of pleasures too.
Oh, my
You
statement.
want to hear about my pleasures like that I like a lot? Beef and cheese. I like those a lot. Do you like being on the MeCast?
My experience so far.
My experience has been great.
I'm enjoying myself.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying you being the guest.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I mean, I have lots of guests.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. What's your favorite part of this podcast?
My favorite part. My favorite part
is when it starts and then we start recording. It's the best.
I'm not really sure what my role here is.
This is the MeCast.
Yeah, but you had me on.
Well, I had you on the MeCast. Yeah.
So am I doing my part?
Yeah. So far, so good.
Okay.
What's your favorite part of me?
Oh, my favorite part of you.
I like my hat the most, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, great.
Me? Great?
I mean, yeah.
Cool. Thanks for being on the MOOcast. Tune in next week. Shh.
Oh.
Tune in next week for more me. The episode topic is gonna be me, and we'll see who's gonna be the guest. I don't know, but they're gonna love it. Bye.
Can I do my plugs?
Shh. Bye. That's the MOOcast.
Okay.
It's just all about me. That's
Yeah. I'm surprised My Apron wasn't a sponsor.
Oh yeah, Me Apron, or was it?
Is that one?
Me Undies.
Me Undies.
Yeah.
Me Undies.
Shit.
Yeah.
I should have come up with that joke. I would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but me came up with it.
Me. No, me.
Welcome to the No Me podcast.
Oh. Hi. It's good to be here on the
No Me podcast is a podcast where.
But yeah, that's the whole premise. It's just a podcast where this host is just completely self-centered.
Yeah.
Like, only wants to talk about themselves, like, to an extreme degree. Pretty fun.
It seemed pretty fun. It worried me slightly that I am a little too much like that guy.
Wait, with this podcast?
Yeah.
No. No.
Okay, good. It made me paranoid.
Really? No.
Okay.
It's just the MOOcast. This is a podcast where the host is just, it's all about me.
Yeah. I suppose I just saw it reflected in me.
Ooh.
But maybe everybody who listens to the MOOcast walks away feeling like that.
Mm.
Maybe that's the quiet truth of the MOOcast. Is aren't we all hosting our own MOOcast
Ooh.
all the time?
Shit, dude. It really gives a whole new meaning to the mooning to the MOOcast. Of like turning into an introspective podcast.
Mm-hmm. It's given me a lot to.
Giving moo a lot to the MOOcast. Oh boy.
No, it's given me a lot to. I don't want to step on your line.
No, it's giving me a lot to think about.
Oh yeah, oh, another Doobie Brothers album just came out off the presses.
No, what's my line? I'm missing it.
Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Did you say that yet?
No, I didn't. Think about it. We'll move right back. Hi, welcome back to the Metaphiles segment 2.
Oh my god. Oh moo god.
Oh god.
Welcome back.
Oh, wow. Yeah, cows and the world. Yeah.
Should we dive in?
Let's dive in. I gotta.
Trying to think of something that could be turned into moo or cow.
Yeah, but it wasn't there.
Not always gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this was dense research. This episode. I was writing stuff down, past pencils down when you walked into the door.
Heavy whipped cream.
Yeah. I was churning through the internet.
Oh. Wow.
And I didn't get it all. I didn't. This is the most I've ever felt as I was reading, like, we're going to at some point have to do cows too.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm sure that the audience is relishing the thought of that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're all thinking, wow, they could fit so many more cow puns in so many more episodes.
There's ones we haven't even conceived of yet.
Oh. Whoa. I'm going to give that a ding.
music to my ears.
Ooh. No? Okay.
So, a lot of what I got is scientific.
Well, I know what I got. What I really, really got. What is it?
It's cow facts. Cow facts. If you want to hear some cow facts,
Tune to Metaphiles.
I can read them from a notebook, straight from Wikipedia and other places on the internet.
Oh gosh. Proceed, please.
Yeah, I will. You know who two of the members of the Spice Girls were?
What do you got?
Moo B and MOOssing.
I don't know what names it's supposed to be a play off of.
Mel B and Mel C were two of the Spice Girls. I don't even know why.
I was about to
things
say,
like that.
wow. Extensive Spice Girl knowledge. I mean, so many people these days wouldn't even know who the fuck the Spice Girls are.
Yeah, and that's really a big problem with society, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah?
We've forgotten our Spice Girls in this country.
Yeah, it tastes a little bland around here lately.
It does. I'm not scared or posh or ginger most of the time I'm walking around anymore. No, I never listened to that band, really. I just know their names.
Fair enough. Sure.
Yeah, because we used to live in a no culture.
A what culture?
A mono culture.
Oh, okay. You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. Wish I had a bull testicle to snarf on. So I have a lot of science stuff, mostly.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, etymology was really not good. It kind of
Etymology?
Oh shit.
Wasn't good. What? I mean,
It's like
wonder why
cow from coo from co from pub.
So it's just like somebody just pointed at one and said, "Ugh," and then it turned into cow. Okay.
Yeah. And everybody
Gotcha.
had their turn at it.
Sure. Okay.
The word cattle was kind of interesting. It's like came from Latin. Like the word cattle essentially derives from something which can be worth something.
I see.
And I suppose we'll jump from there into the little bit of history that I have.
Sure. Let's jump from there.
Some 10,500 years ago, in the Near East.
Wait, so hold on. Did you just say 10 millenniums?
I didn't.
Wow.
In the Near East, which I didn't even know there was one.
Near East, Middle East, Far East. Near East is like Eastern Europe, right?
I guess so. Here's the places. Central Anatolia.
Oh, Anatolia. Yeah, that's like north of Greece.
Oh, okay. And also Levant.
Okay, that's like I'm gonna anyways, I got a general idea of myself.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know,
those were two places that sounded made up to me.
No.
But also in Pakistan, which I was like, oh, I've heard of that before.
Sure.
Pakistan.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in those places, there was a creature known as the Auroch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And when I read that, I'm picturing something from Tolkien.
Yeah. Maybe a ring in its nose kind of a thing.
Yeah. A ring of bone.
Ooh. Yeah.
And it stomps on hobbits.
And it drinks bush light.
Yeah. And it shoots lava out of its udders.
Ooh. Whoa. Don't put that in your fucking cereal.
No, you will melt your cereal bowl away. Not to mention your cereal.
Oh, yeah.
Aurochs, for as great as a name they have, they're cows.
Oh, okay.
They're just a little bigger.
Okay, gotcha.
Aurochs, as few as 80 of them, were tamed in Mesopotamia. And from that stock of as few as 80,
Mesopotamia.
Mm.
Mesopotamia.
Got 'em both.
Mesopotamia.
If I can figure out how to spell that, that might be the episode title. MOOssing.
No. Mesopotamia.
MOOssing.
Mesopotamia.
We'll see. Anyway, over there they start breeding these aurochs.
Mm-hmm. They said, why don't we make him fuck?
Yeah. Here in Mesopotamia, we're gonna make these aurochs fuck each other.
I like this place, but these cows should be fucking.
Yeah, I want to be drinking more auroch milk than I have available to me here in Mesopotamia.
We have plenty of glasses.
I don't need any more glasses, thank you. They start breeding them. They create a line of smaller ones. These are called taurines. Oh, like the stuff. What comes out of
like
bull
stuff
skulls.
like Taurus as well.
Hey, that too. Anyway, this is what eventually is going to be our cows, as we know them.
Okay.
By 9000 BC, grain and taurine cattle were being used to barter. They had become money. They may, in fact, have led to the first ever pricing standard. In this barter economy of 9000 BC, it was decided a chicken is not worth as much as a cow. I will give you 1 cow for 2 chickens.
Oh, wow.
And that is the first time something was worth something more than something else.
Fucking Gordon Gekko's back there. Back in time, fucking playing the chicken cow market. Insider trading shit or something.
Mooney talks.
Oh. Chicken smaller, not as much as cow. Cow ribeye steaks.
Chicken.
Cheese whiz. Chicken. KFC.
Breast. Eggs.
Whoa.
How about 2?
That's so funny.
So, yeah, we may have money because of cows.
Huh. Sure.
Pretty much. So that's as best as I could get of history of cows.
They existed. They were worth some shit. More than a chicken. That's about it.
Yeah. At some point, somebody figured out I can tug on one's tit and some cool stuff comes out of it.
Whoa! I should make something to put this into with marshmallows for breakfast. And an Irishman. They're gonna love this in 10,000 millenniums.
Ooh, baby. Should we? Well, okay. We'll get a little science in.
Sure, let's do it.
I suppose. You want to hear about their stomachs, their senses, their temperaments?
Let's hear about the senses.
Okay.
I can't. What could a cow sense more that I don't sense?
Well, what more, what less, we shall know soon.
What type of bovine sensibilities am I lacking?
The cow has all the 5 senses that we have.
Okay, sure.
I do not know if they know if a ghost is around. I don't know.
The Sixth Sense, right?
Yeah, I don't think studies have been done on that. M. Night Shyamalan has never made a movie about that. Cows have the sense. I don't want to. Cows have the sense of vision. They receive 50% of their information from vision.
Whoa.
They have a 330-degree field of vision.
Wait, what?
Because their eyes are on opposite sides of their head.
Yeah.
They do not have a good range of binocular vision. Humans have a range of 140-degree binocular vision. Cows have only 30 to 50%.
Gotcha.
So they can see wider, but not as well.
Sure.
They can perceive red, yellow, and orange long wave colors better than short wave colors. If their handler is underneath red light, they are quicker to come to them.
Oh.
The idea that a bull, this is not the bull's episode, but you'll allow it.
I'll allow it, yeah. Definitely.
A bull does not care that the thing that's being waved is red. The movement of it, and the fact that they are getting fucked with and hassled before they ever come out there. That's why they run at the torero. They don't care that it's red.
I don't care. It's fucking red. These people are assholes. They're gonna be shit all day now.
It's you.
Yeah,
red does not make the bovine animal angry. Also, studies have been done that the cow prefers to take in new stimuli.
Moo stimuli?
New stimuli.
Whoa.
These counters are just going bing, 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 bing. They prefer to take in new stimuli with their left eyes, which is connected to their right hemisphere, much like our left side of our body and right side are swapped.
It's fucked up. Fucked up.
And vice versa. The right eye they will use for more familiar stimuli, left hemisphere of the brain.
Wow, so they're like, what the fuck is that?
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I know him. That's Hank.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Now, in the human brain,
Mm-hmm.
the right side of your brain, it deals with more abstract concepts. That's why creative people use the right side of their brain more.
No. Podcasters, stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if it works the same way in cows, but cows might be very creative.
By the way, podcaster.
Oh, sure.
Metaphiles podcast.
That's sight.
Do yourself a little thing there.
Oh yeah. Taste.
Mm.
Cows can distinguish between salty, sweet, bitter, and sour. I don't know if they can perceive umami. Umami.
Right.
What do you think of umami?
I think it's savory. I think it's a fancy word to say savory.
It is.
You know, you give me shit for saying mouthfeel in lieu of texture, but umami is that for savory. You know.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And,
Thank you.
And I apologize.
Thank you. Feels good.
But things that are like brandish their umami-ness, such as like truffle oil or things like that.
Right.
I find a little goes a long way.
Yeah. Tomato paste, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, umami, you're on notice.
Mm-hmm.
Cows prefer sweet and salty foods. They do not like bitter stuff because they assume it is bad for them.
They're like us.
Yeah.
So why do they eat grass?
Well,
It's not sweet or salty.
here's something for you. No, I think they gain some amount of salt from those things.
Ah.
They do need salt. They need salt a lot, and they don't always get enough.
Huh.
And if they feel like they don't have enough, they will intentionally seek out salty things because they know they really need it.
Huh. Interesting.
Cows eat grass. That's one of the main things we would all say about the cow.
Yeah. They eat grass. They do be eating grass.
They do. Cows be eating grass. However,
Cows be grazing.
However, their diet when they are munching in the fields, 30% grass, 70% if they're having their druthers, clover. they actually like the clover much more.
Huh.
However, this is, I believe the term was a diurnal something.
Mm-hmm.
They will eat clover in the morning, and then as the day progresses, they're switching over to grass.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like Waffle House and then Chili's.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
A cow would have a funny t-shirt that says, "Don't talk to me till I've had my clover." And then as the sun's going down, they're like, "Let's get fucked up."
So, well, I mean, it's hard to believe that there's enough clover on any stretch of ground relative to the amount of grass to account for 70% of cow's diet. Clovers aren't all over the place. Grass is. It's all fucked up. Ain't right?
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
This is if they get what they want.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. How often can
Guess
any
they're
of us
just like
say
us then, yeah.
that we're getting all the clover that we wish that we were? Hearing. Cows hear better than horses, but not as well as goats, dogs, or humans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
This brings me to another one. We've eliminated the cow as the prime riding animal because they're not fast enough. They're just
they
not.
don't have many places to be.
But here I'm going to describe an animal to you. Moves pretty fast, lightweight, makes milk, can hear pretty well. Why are we not riding goats around?
Mm-hmm. They can't support our weight for any meaningful amount of time because we're too similar in size and mass, rather. Yeah. And moose, sure. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I'm trying to figure out how we can give horses a break here, but we're not there yet.
It's just not gonna happen, really. Sorry to say.
I'm sorry too. Cows can hear age, sex, dominant status, and reproductive status, all from the sounds of another cow.
Really?
Yes. Also, if cows are isolated and they're all alone, they will moo a lot more. They want to be around other cows. They're social creatures.
Huh. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Hello? I'm 18. My social status is rather high. I'm ready for sex right now. Can you hear that?
Yeah. When a cow goes, really they're saying, ASL? Smell is not super important to them except in social and reproductive behavior. Like a mother and calf will smell each other a lot.
It's kind of like a vibe check.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also if they're really stressed out, they will shoot out some urine that smells like stress. And other cows will smell the alarm urine and be like, I'm not going over there.
Right, I feel you. Yeah, I feel that, dog. Yeah.
I'm not going over there. There's piss everywhere. Touch, not a lot to say about it, but they obviously can feel it. They like it when you scratch their ears.
Yes, they do.
There's also, they're not totally sure, but they think that cows can perceive magnetic stuff. Because they've found that they will tend to face, they'll stand facing the poles, or in alignment with the poles.
Really?
Yeah. But they're not sure, and we're not sure, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe they just like the feeling of the inertia hitting their sides.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah. Might also be that the north and south pole, they're standing that way because of where the sun is going to be. And they've seen the sun, so which eye it is going into is something.
Or they're trying to keep their tans even.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Morning, east, left side, west, sunset, right side. Tans even.
Yeah.
You know.
And also, tanning is a part of the process they do with leather, so there's something there. That's the amount of research we were able to get through in 20 minutes, Jay, and I have so much more.
So much more.
So much more. Let's see if there's any I really, really want. Part of cows being social, they are like they can recognize things that animals and people that they've seen before or haven't. They're very aware of who they know and who they don't know. They're kind of cliquey.
Oh.
And if they put non-cloned cows in with clone cows, they will automatically kind of hang with each other.
Really?
Clones hang with clones.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And it's not like they're aggressive with each other. They're just sort of like, I'm not going to hang out with fucking clones. And clones are like, I'm not going to hang out with some fucking...
It's so strange. Like, I don't know. That's always the thing about animals that is so interesting to me. Is how they can perceive imperceptible things, seemingly.
Yeah. That's the thing is, I realized as I was doing this one, this is the first time we've ever done an animal episode. And animals are very interesting.
Wow.
So all this stuff, I was so interested in all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Normally in the research, I'm kind of skimming a lot of stuff, looking for the part where a British guy has something to do with it. But with this one, I was like, wow, that's how their 4 stomachs work. And they wrote all that down.
Yeah. You're right. So there's just like a lot to pick.
There's a lot. We're going to just keep going for a minute.
Sure.
It's going to be a little bit of a long segment, too.
Yeah.
Segment, Moo.
Yeah,
In studies, cows' heart rates increase when they are making clear improvements to their learning. They get, like, jazzed up that they're figuring shit out.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think maybe cows are just like sort of a baseline for all animals, as far as like, I don't know, they're a baseline for like how much we can understand it. As like, it's a dumb, simple animal. It's just like a hunk of beef standing in a field.
It seems like it's just doesn't really have much of an internal life.
Yeah, and so we can like wrap our noggins around it a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so.
But we're finding out here, and we're going to carry this into segment 3, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
The cow's got a little bit more going on up there than we gave it credit for.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of real quick ones. Cows will sleep on an average of 4 hours a day. Their limbs do have a locking mechanism, which means they can doze standing up.
They can be tipped.
No.
No.
They can do that, but if they're really trying to get good sleep, they are going to lay down.
Okay.
So, if you were going to try to tip a cow that is standing up, A, it would wake up. B, a cow is entirely too heavy for you to be able to do that. Massive scientific research has been done into this, which is bizarre. Can I read you a long paragraph?
Let's do it.
Okay. This is how much time scientists wasted, or at least this one did. Although biologist Stephen Vogel agrees that it would take a force of about 3,000 newtons to push over a standing cow, he thinks that the study by Lilly and Beckler overestimates the pushing ability of an individual human. Using data from Cotterill and Kaminga, who estimated that humans exert a pushing force of 280 newtons, Vogel suggests that someone applying force at the requisite height to topple a cow might generate a maximum push of no more than 300 newtons. By this calculation, at least 10 people would be needed to tip over a non-reacting cow. However, the combined force requirement must assume that the cow is non-reactive. If a cow reacts, it will shift its center of gravity, and about 4,000 newtons or 14 pushers would be needed. Quite a challenge to deploy without angering the cow.
I call bullshit on that.
You don't think Vogel knew what he was talking about?
It does not take 10 people to push over a fucking cow. No way.
If it's locking its haunches?
Nah, you could tip over a fucking SUV with 10 people.
That's true.
I mean, if they're like strong people.
Yeah.
Maybe not an SUV. Okay, maybe a crossover.
Well, no, you raise a good argument there, and we'll have Vogel on.
Next week?
Yeah. He definitely does not get he's not a nice fella at this time. A cow has a bite area of approximately 30 square inches.
Whoa.
Yeah. This sent me down a quick path. The human head is 120 square inches on average, which means a cow could eat your head in 4 bites.
Good to know.
Yeah. Which, you think about that, if I was eating a steak, which is like just a little part of a cow,
yeah,
I'm not doing that in 4 bites.
Yeah.
Let alone a cow's whole head. That would take me many, many bites. Okay. All right. I got one more science one. No, I'm going to save this one for segment 3. Here's the final thing, and then we'll go to break.
Sure.
Oldest cow on record.
Oh.
Do you want to take a guess?
Okay. 28. More?
Higher.
35.
Higher.
40.
Higher.
50.
Over. The oldest known cow died 3 months before its 49th birthday in the year 1993.
Wow.
Its name was Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
Her name. Big Bertha was born, get ready, for the most Irish story you've ever heard.
Okay.
Big Bertha was born on March 17th, 1945, St. Patrick's Day, in Ireland.
That's right.
Where she was purchased by a farmer named Jerome O'Leary, who bought her and took her to live in Sneem, Ireland, where every year on the St. Patrick's Day parade, he would bring out Big Bertha, and over the course of her being at these St. Patrick's Day parades in Ireland, in Sneem, Ireland, she raised $75,000 for cancer research over her long life.
Oh.
However, Jerome O'Leary felt that she was nervous before her
Well, yes, he fed her alcohol.
He literally would give her whiskey.
Yeah, Jameson alcohol. Yeah.
O'Leary would feed Big Bertha whiskey so that she could be in the St. Patrick's Day parades in Sneem, Ireland. And then when she finally died at the ripe age of almost 49, they held a wake for her at the Blackwater Tavern.
Jesus
in
Christ.
Sneem, Ireland.
It's the most Irish thing that's ever happened.
It's lovely. I want to live there and go to that wake.
God.
So, let's raise a toast to Big Bertha.
To Big Bertha. Oh.
The most whiskey-loving cow I've ever seen. Who hated cancer. She hated
cancer.
Cancer. Oh,
Cancer.
That's in poor taste.
The milk tasted like Irish whiskey.
That's where we get Bailey's Irish Cream from the teat of Big Bertha.
She got a wee bit nervous before we wheeled her out. Oh my God.
The Irish part of my makeup, my genetic makeup, just weeps.
Yeah.
For Big Bertha.
Yeah. Wow. Bless her. Bless her.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. Well, we'll be right back. We'll be right cowb. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. So yeah, listen, it's like segment 3 of the Metaphiles, and yeah.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Why cows? Why cows? They give us beef, they give us cheese, they give us sour cream,
They give us
leather.
cow companionship.
Ooh, uh-huh.
If you're a boy, letting it lick your hand with its coarse tongue, but in a nice way.
In a nice way. Yeah.
We don't ride them. I wish we did.
Mm-hmm. No. No red.
Let's hit this last lingering fact that I saved. We'll just go from there. And I was on the right page. Cows and humans share 80% of our genetic makeup.
Okay.
This sent me on a chase.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I knew I was running really short on time, I was getting down to the wire on research. I was like, I gotta know more about these numbers.
Okay.
The creature that we share, well, we have an opportunity for a game.
Ooh, no, let's do it. I'm down.
You want to play a game?
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about time. We haven't done it in a while, so.
Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna name 6 things. 3 of them have more genetic similarity to us. 3 of them have less.
Okay.
And the game will be as simple as you guess where everything falls.
Sure.
As close as you can get it.
Well, like, more, I was just saying it's one of the 3 that has more. It's one of the 3 that has less.
I'll give you all the percentages, but not the thing. I'll give you the percentages, and then I'll give you the animals, and you tell me, you try and match them up as best you can.
Oh, wow.
Does that sound good?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Less than that makes it sound. Here we go. From highest to lowest.
Okay.
There is something that we share 98% with, something we share 90% with, something we share 84% with. Cows are 80. There's something we share 70% with. There's something we share 65% with. And there's something we share 50% with. I can give you those numbers again at any time. Okay?
Okay.
I will now go alphabetically. Apes, bananas, dogs, mice, slugs.
Apes, 98%.
Yes.
Bananas, 90%.
Easy one. Yeah.
Was the next closest percentage?
90%.
And what? See, it's like too much to remember. What was
98%, 90%, 84%. Cows. 70%, 65%, 50%.
And what are the lists of animals again?
Apes, bananas, chickens, dogs, mice, slugs.
Mice, 70%.
Incorrect.
Dogs, 70%.
Incorrect.
Slugs.
What about them?
What
What number are you putting slugs at?
were the remaining animals again? Dogs,
Here's everything on the list.
slugs.
Apes,
Okay.
bananas, dogs, mice. Oh, sorry. Apes, bananas, chickens, dogs, mice, slugs. You already guessed that apes are the most.
And
So if you have 2 animals left that are share more in common with us than the cow. Out of
Yeah, I'll do the. I don't know. Chicken
Out of-
70%.
No.
Mm,
We'll start with the top half. Okay.
okay.
Sorry, we're doing this game on the fly. I apologize, folks. I'll stop saying apes because you already got that one. So, continuing to go in alphabetical order. What do you think shares 90% of its genetic makeup with us?
Banana.
If apes, do you really think that?
Yeah.
No, that's incorrect.
Oh, okay.
If apes share 98% and cows share 80%, do we share 90% of our genetic makeup with bananas, chickens, dogs, mice, or slugs?
Bananas.
No. You're saying that because apes is so high.
No, I was thinking mice.
Mice is 90%. That's right. We share more genetic makeup with a mouse than with a cow.
Okay.
But not as much as an ape. So, what do we share 84% with?
Bananas.
No. Is it chickens, dogs, or slugs?
Slugs.
No.
Damn it. Dogs.
Yes. So, here's how it goes so far.
Okay.
Humans, apes, mice, dogs, cows.
You go with banana next.
No.
Damn it.
You just really want to have a lot in common with a banana. I'm so sorry. Something shares 70% of its DNA with humans, and it is not bananas.
Chicken.
It is not chickens.
Dogs.
No.
Wait, we already did dogs.
We did dogs.
Slugs.
Slugs. That leaves us with 65% and 50%
Okay.
bananas and chickens. Go ahead and say it, because I know you want to say it.
Andy Dick. 70% with humans. Thank you. Thank you. Banana.
No.
No.
No, it is the chicken is 65%.
I know there's more banana in me than this is telling me.
There is probably a lot of banana in you. I mean, half of you is a banana. Just ask your third wife.
Okay. Whoa. She was 100% ape.
So, the humans are, in order, related the most closely genetically to apes, mice, dogs,
Banana. Oh.
cows, slugs, chickens, bananas.
Gotcha.
Cows doing pretty well there.
Yeah.
So why cows? What did we learn from all that?
Definitely more Y than bananas
Yeah,
or chickens.
yeah. You for
Slugs.
sure can outride a chicken around. Or a banana.
Yeah, you're right. Why cows?
Why cows?
So, you could go from, you'd call it from like a completely pedantic, dry, lame kind of like, why cows is because they evolved scientifically within the fucking niche
Sure.
to fucking eat cloves and grass.
Yeah.
And just be in big herds.
And shoot out milk as we do. For our young. I'm not even...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not that weird.
Yeah. No.
But at a certain point, John Wayne got down and like took a sip and was like, hey, this is what's good for the goose is good for the gander here. And we're like, we need more of these around. I like their milk almost as much as my mom's.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't eat cereal with... I only eat cereal with cow's milk.
I think that really is it. It's like, we found the thing that gives us milk the second best. It's weird that it's not goats to me. But goats are known for being like assholes. You can't trust them to just stand there all day and wait around for you to get what you're looking for out of them. They are going to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And eat all your tin cans.
Meanwhile, cows are like, hey, what's up? I'm just looking at north. You need anything from me? I'm just standing here.
Yeah. Do you need to hang some of your kids' artwork up on me? Because I get magnets pretty well.
What's
Yeah.
up? You need a wallet? No? Okay.
Yeah, the white cows, they are so docile.
Mm-hmm.
They're really chill, which makes them easy to take advantage of.
Yeah, they're just extremely convenient, you know.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hadn't had one for a while, so.
Convenient. Yeah, their docility, their availability.
Well, one leads to the other.
Mm-hmm.
If we had turned whatever the goat version of an Auroch was, like we could have all goats everywhere. There'd be goats everywhere all the time. If that's what we had chosen to do back in the day in 9,000 MOO'ma.
Oh. What if you're like a whole science fiction book about how the world would be if we domesticated goats instead of cows for milk and leather and steaks and stuff? Like, that's the whole science.
Yeah. Okay. Let's work on it.
Well, I don't think
this is the world.
I mean,
Is goats? It's the same. It's
hey, what's up? You come to this restaurant often? Have you gotten the cow cheese?
Gross.
It's incredible. No, you gotta try it. It's
eat
incredible.
that?
Yeah. They say it's healthier than goat cheese. We weren't supposed to eat goat cheese.
What are you talking about? It makes your teeth strong. Everybody knows that. That's why we all chew on everything in our world all the time, as you know, because we live in the world.
It's actually not good to chew or jump off on stuff a lot either. It's actually not good for that.
Next, you're going to be telling me it's not good to randomly kick everything.
No. It's better to stand around.
What?
It's better to face north, true north, magnetic north.
I'm not even sure I know what that is.
Well, you would if you drank cow's milk. I know it's weird, but... And that's a Hulu show.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, as the character that you're talking to, let's call him Varnell. That's his name.
I'll call him that. Okay.
Yeah. So Varnell is like, well, he gets home to his wife, and he's like,
okay,
this fucking crazy idiot, this like lunatic, was telling me that we should be drinking milk from those things, the cows, I think they're called.
Yeah, it's big dumb cows. Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that that's actually
terrible.
Good.
So disgusting.
I know.
What a like, he sounds like a hippie or some shit.
This guy was out of his moon.
Wait, you said moon.
What? Oh. Well, anyway, I guess...
You goating crazy?
I guess because it's the time where you go to bed, I'm going to now sit in the dark and think about things as I do.
Okay, that's all right.
So
I'm used to that, and that sounds normal.
Of course.
That's same as drinking goat's milk more than cow's milk.
Absolutely. Did you drink
well.
your glass of warm goat milk that helps you fall asleep?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, good goat night, honey.
Wow.
Now that I'm alone, I am curious what cow milk would be like.
Wow.
Knock, knock, knock on the door of like an unmarked building. Hello, it's me, Varnell. We met. Hello, you told me to come here if I wanted to try cow's milk.
I don't like this.
You wanna? We'll leave the episode there. I mean, the guy is clearly like he's ready to join the revolution. That's a good cliffhanger.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's just too much bit from switching cow and goat milk.
Yeah. You don't think one podcast segment can contain it?
I guess not.
We'd have to start a whole new podcast called the Metaphiles.
That's so. I guess what we're talking about is why cow is that better than goat.
Yeah.
It's so that we don't goat. Why cow is like we don't have to goat.
Yeah.
Because goat's worse.
Yeah.
I think
Goats are jerks.
Mm-hmm.
They're like really tough to get along with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not as good milk, not as good cheese and stuff like that. Okay.
I mean, I like a goat cheese.
What's the cow villain?
Yeah. It'd be easy to say man. Because man has been very unkind to the cow. But man has also made there be more cows.
Yeah, true.
And given them fields of clover to graze in. One guy gave one a bunch of whiskey.
So, yeah. I don't know. I think it would be man, though. Well, what else could it be? What do you have? What are some other candidates?
Does a lion fuck around with a cow? They don't really interact.
No, I don't.
Yeah. There's not a lot of cows out there on the Serengeti. So,
no, there's the wildebeest.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know.
The enemy of the cow. I mean, if you ask Chick-fil-A, is it the chicken?
Okay. The chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the horse? Okay. Is it the horse? Because both animals have there's a lot more of them around because of man. But the cow probably looks at the horse and goes, well, that guy just like gets ridden around on, fed oats and salt, so much salt. We gotta like really look around for salt.
Right.
This fucking asshole over here, he gets like all the good treatment, none of the bad.
Yeah.
One guy tried to eat one of them, and everybody like thought he was a real piece of shit.
Yeah, they hung him. Yeah.
It's a rival. Is it a villain? Is this all to get away from its man? It just is man.
It really is.
We fucking are jerks to cows. We're really not great. I think it's man.
Word. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's just because, yeah. Like, it's not horses, not more than man.
Not
it's
more
not
than
chickens
man.
more than man. No.
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 No. Neither of those animals has probably ever killed a cow.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, okay, so let's say the villain of a cow is man minus the Irish.
Yeah. Yes.
The Irishman who fed his cow whiskey and kept her alive for so long.
Kept her alive for so long. Helped her be a philanthropist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man.
A cowanthropist.
So the villain, and it's the first time it's ever happened. The villain is man. That's never happened yet.
Dude, it's like a metal album. The villain is man.
Yeah, heavy metal.
Ooh.
But the villain is man minus the Irish.
Yes. Yep.
And any time that we find that the villain of any topic is man, we will have to determine, do the Irish get a pass?
from here on out.
Yeah.
We'll have to. All right, but the Irish? No, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Because
Okay.
So, it is the point in the podcast where we decide the fate, the judgment of the topic. Does it rise up to the pinewood lanes of the bowling alley of heaven? Does it descend into the murky, unknown horror that is the trap drawer?
The chocolate milk. No, this is clearly Pinewood.
It's
Come
clearly
on now.
Pinewood. It's clearly Pinewood. Cows are lovely creatures that have given us so much and asked of so little and received fairly poor treatment for the most part.
They're still just hanging with it.
Just hanging out. Grazing.
Maybe forcefully.
Huh?
Forced to hang with it, made to by the villain. But no, Pinewood absolutely.
And since we agree that they are both Pinewood, we sing the song. The Man in Moo by Bob Dilcow.
Oh.
We sing this song by Bob Dilcow.
The Man in Moo by Cow Dilcow. Okay. Moo, 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 moo. There you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the sun is going down here in Metaphiles Studios, which means it's time to switch from Clover to grass, from Waffle House to Chili's.
Yeah.
And so we'll do the thing we do and go and graze off mic.
Yeah, this is a part of the podcast that I moo.
And this is the moo of the sign-off cow.
Metaphiles.
Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey,
I'm Jason Ford.
and you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this, and it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it,
Get on our shit.
get on it, build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.